Hello and welcome to the channel. I have a very inspiring kind of message, but also with some reminders. I pulled, I've had this deck for a while and I've never really used it. It's clarifying like when, because I wanted like some more, like details, like, past, present, future is so vague and I really wanted some kind of, I was like, just give me one, spirit. I'm only asking for one. And it's really funny. You are not meant to know when is what came out. I thought I would include that because it was pretty funny to me. So grab your Palo Santo, grab your tea, and we're going to dive into this message. And if I'm too loud, you guys please feel free to tell me. I take constructive criticism very well, and I want to get better at speaking and doing these videos, because I know how much these readings helped me and helped me. Readers saved my life. If you go back and look at my very first video I ever posted, that was the very beginning of my spiritual awakening before I had to hit the road, and Gabriel, trumpet, all this, it was crazy. But anyway, long story short, whoever I'm talking to, you have such strong willpower. We have the Ace of Wands as the situation coming out. And you're being urged to create. You know that. You have a desire to create. You have a desire to bring your knowledge out into the world. In the challenge or the supporting energy, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're balancing out some kind of decision. And the challenge is that you're being asked to take your time, basically. Not to choose anything definitive for the time being. You give yourself a little more time to sort out your feelings and any mixed messages you may be receiving from others. Try not to get goaded into premature decisions or actions. If somebody is trying to, or if any kind of external factor is putting pressure on you to make a decision, that should be a clear indicator and a clear red flag. 233. Yeah, act only when you are able to do so with a unified heart and mind. Not just analytical, excuse me, not just analytical, and not just from your heart, not just from your emotions and the feeling. It needs to be a cohesion of both. Heart, mind connection. Those are also really good meditations. So in the past, you overcame some kind of conflict. This is what is energizing. That was the catalyst. Something having to do with some kind of conflict that you were in, but you avoided this. The adversity that you faced, you triumphed over this with the Five of Wands in reverse. Now, what you're being asked to focus on, we have the King of Cups. Being emotionally balanced. But here's the thing. Whoever you are, your actions, how you go about handling situations and people is much more beneficial than just preaching to people, because your actions are really showing people who you are. The most persuasive thing about you is the example of generous behavior that you exhibit. It's much, much more powerful than preaching. So what you're focused on, and for good reason, 420 on the timer, is the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. And I can totally resonate with this. You might be a working parent, providing finances. Our children can actually do with way less. It's us, it's the parents that think that we have to supply the world to our children. And we do to a certain extent. But the way society has made us think we need to nurture our children is not right. Your child just wants you. Your child just wants a good connection. Your child just wants to talk to you and understand things that are going on. Like, why is my mom acting like this? I'll give you an example. I look back at my son, because I put him in, this was years ago, put him in the car seat a little. He felt the energy from my hands and how aggravated I was. So when we got in, something told me, explain this to your son. Being 2 years old, you wouldn't think he would understand, but boy, did he. It blew my mind. I look back and I go, Nana just makes me very frustrated when she won't listen. She wouldn't listen to me, and she was very set in her ways. I was like, and I asked him, I said, do you ever feel frustrated like that? He goes, yeah. And he completely understood what I was talking about, but it took me to step out, to be vulnerable and explain to him what was going on. Then he was able to name it. He was able to name the emotion and what I was going through with his own experience. And I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So whoever you are, you're being advised to trust the forces that will take care of you at this point. Continue to express your truth, yes, without worrying that you are going to lose the roof over your head or the bed that you sleep in. You will be taken care of. If you stand in your truth, is it going to be difficult? Will you have to deal with a little bit less than what you're used to? Yes. But by sacrificing that and jumping into this knowing like the universe loves me and I am supported, I'm going to stand in my truth, it will continue. It will happen. You will always have your needs met. And that is a mantra that it really helps. It really helps. Just, I'm going to leave it at that. It really helps. My needs are always met. I am always taken care of by the universe. I am loved by the universe. It's your destiny to be safe and sound at this time and at this point in your life. And that's where your focus is. So continuing to speak your truth and show that you are fully capable of handling narcissists, handling situations where people want to push your buttons and get a reaction out of you. Because with the Five of Wands in reverse, you've already went through some trials that have tested your patience. It has already tested your perseverance. And if you need a reminder of this, here it is. 737. You're it. You are it. You got to give yourself a little more credit, because you're like, to overcome that and then to be in this mind frame. You have the 9 of Cups coming in the near future. Your wishes coming true. Again, as long as you're taking the advice the universe is dropping for you, these gems that are being dropped for you. Really? Okay. Number 9 could be significant, is what I was just told to say. So, open yourself up to circumstances around you. Allow yourself to be attracted to what feels supportive. Avoid what feels harsh and critical and judgmental. If this requires that you change your style, so be it. The results of being intuitive are generally far superior to the results of being emotionally guarded and overly rational. So this goes kind of hand in hand with what you're supposed to be focusing on, the King of Cups and the upright. It's your actions. It's the way you move. It's the way you handle situations that's like your superpower. It's like your talent. Can it be a little stressful? But that's the whole point. Like, you're getting better and better and better at this. And now you're hitting a stage of your life where it's all going to benefit you. It's not for other people. You have the 7 of Pentacles showing up as your energy right now. What energy you're exuding. You're focused on the long run. You're looking so far past this week and this month. And that's where you should be. So I really like this. I laughed my butt off on this one. You'll have much better results with a slow and steady investment of time and energy. Investment of time, energy, and labor that you would generate by trying than you would generate by trying to win the lottery. So maybe you were trying to win the lottery. Hey, who has not tried to envision that? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you can do that as well as some kind of project that is slow and steady. 10-10. The path to success is paved by perseverance. You are very perseverant. Your lucky number could be number 7. Or maybe this past year of the Chariot, you really started looking for the long run. You started planning on things for the long run. So here is I don't want to say a warning, something to keep in mind. You don't always need to be right. Just knowing it yourself and not losing your own beliefs and losing your own truth is because people around you are not going, even with everything you can provide, all the miracles, all the proof, it's more alive in you than it is others. So know when to fold your cards and just not even contribute to a conversation, because it's not going to get you anywhere. 1117 or 711. Your environment is kind of pessimistic. Yeah, you have people around you very pessimistic and still complaining about things that happened in their past and what they regret and what they're remorseful for. People that speak about this stuff, they're not healed. And maybe you know this. Maybe you identify the subconscious coming out of other people, and you're learning how to bow out gracefully without charging in with this Knight of Swords and the 5 of Cups. You're learning to take the higher road and not indulge in this type of energy, because you've already healed. You already know. Also, controlling our impulses, because we really do. It's like we want to share. Like, I have this information, I have this belief, I have this knowing that I just came into, and I really want to share it with you. But you have to remember, if they're still in this 5 of Cups, they're not in a place to receive the knowledge, that the wisdom that you're wanting to share with them. And then warnings and affirmations. Be aware of things that are going to block you and make you feel empty. Pouring into yourself, self-love. Keep asking yourself, what makes me happy? And for a lot of us, we've been in this cycle of trying to have a title, trying to look impressive externally, superficially, materialistically, or even to our families and stuff, and we forgot what we like. We've adopted this, we've put on this mask of what we think and believe we should be. And in reality, have you sat down and asked yourself, what do I like to do? What actually makes me really happy and excited? And I'm not talking about partying, I'm not talking about sexual activity. I'm talking about, what do you like to create? When you think back on something that really filled you with self-esteem and you were so proud of yourself, what was it? What did it have to do with? And anything, just start asking yourself those questions so you can really get to what your soul wants you to do. Because you're past that negative phase. You're getting accustomed to surrendering, not having to be right all the time. And that's beautiful. So in the outcome, we have the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So deep within you, you already know what needs to happen. You know the steps that need to be taken in order to bring about a desirable outcome in your situation. Remember to keep your idea clear and sharp in your mind. Yeah, you're gonna, whoever I'm talking to, you'll quite likely reach your goal and gain tremendous self-esteem in the process. Tremendous self-esteem. Yeah, and remember, we give not to get. Or whoever I'm talking to, you give to people and you're not expecting to get back in return. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse. But being strategic, moving in silence with whatever this is. I'm excited for whoever this is for. I'm gonna get, I don't know if anybody listens to Hindsight. It was 1616 on the timer. But Hindsight, Hines on YouTube, very chill, the coolest chill spot on YouTube. I purchased his cards and I really love them. I do believe this is his artwork as well. Very inspiring. I know I've been looking into building my own deck because I've been journaling and writing a lot of signs down and wanting to dive into some creativity and create something. So let's get one of his cards to see what we need to be reminded of. I'm gonna do that again. Holy Spirit, what do we need to hear? What do the listeners need to hear right now? Help them propel them forward. Like, we already gave you one. You can put it back. Oh, you guys! You got mud all over my bed! Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. Your old ways may not serve you in this new space. There are new heights to see, new views that stretch over the sea, a new way to simply be. Clip your wings so a new set of wings can grow. The old ways of doing things, the old you, it can't go with you into this next phase. So clip the wings so new wings can emerge. And with that, peace.